Good morning. Welcome. So I wanted to share with you today 50 things about me that you might not know. And they're not in any particular order or anything. They're just kind of random facts about me. So number one is that I don't like spiders or rodents. I don't like mice, or I don't think hamsters are that cute. I'm sorry for all the hamster people out there. I see them as like fuzzy mice. So yeah, I don't really like spiders or rodents. Number two was that I failed kindergarten. Well, I didn't really fail it, but I did repeat it 3 times. And then I taught it again as an adult after I went to a year of graduate school. So number 3 is that I have a natural knack for technology. Well, at least that's what the older folks tell me when I go to see them. Number 4 is that I was on the swim team for 6 years and I still love swimming today. I think that it's a great exercise and it really just calms you down, and I'm a big advocate of people who like to swim. So number 5 is that I lived in 3 of the corners of United States. So far, I've lived in the desert in Arizona, I've lived on a beach in Florida, and in the mountainous region of upstate New York. Number 6 is that I went to school near Canada, and then after that I went to school near Mexico. Number 7 was that I joined Toastmasters, and I wasn't in it for very long. I actually joined it twice and it was a lot of fun getting to meet and talk to people and learning a little bit about public speaking. Number 8 is that I played the violin for 11 years, starting at age 5 up until high school, up until mid-high school, I should say. My 2 front teeth here, they're actually crooked, and I had to have braces on to straighten my teeth. Number 10 is that I love mangoes and soft coconuts. Those are 2 fruits and nuts that I really love, because coconut, get it, it's a nut, all right. For number 11 is that my occupation by trade, I'm a hearing aid specialist, and for those who don't know what that is, I work with people that are deaf and hard of hearing to get them hearing devices so that they can hear. Hearing aid is a little thing that goes over the back of their ear, which is, or can go inside their ear, and that's what I do for a living for my occupation right now. Number 12 is that I love hiking, downhill skiing, and water sports. Those are some of my favorite sports. I also love the beach. That's going to be number 13. Number 14 is that I met the Prince of Saudi Arabia. I was in Washington, D.C., and he was also walking by, and someone introduced me. He was from Saudi Arabia, and he was like, oh, this is the Prince of Saudi Arabia, one of them. And then after that, I learned there's a lot of princes of Saudi Arabia. Next, number 15 is that I have an older sister. Her name is Sarah, and she doesn't live anywhere near me. She's a few years older than me, and I don't think she likes making YouTube videos, so you probably won't see her on YouTube anytime soon. Number 16 is that my favorite comic book series is Archie comics. Well, at least that's what it was when I was younger, but I was reading them lately, and apparently they still make me laugh to this day. Number 17 is that I have binge watched so many shows on Netflix that I can't even count them any longer. Number 18 is that I have a college degree in speech and hearing sciences. That's what I went to school for. Okay, 19 is that I've taken a few different languages in school, such as French, German, Flemish, Chinese, Sign language, Number 20 is that I was elected as an executive board member for a student Italian association, even though I didn't know Italian at the time. Number 21 is that I've traveled to Asia 10 times, and I've even taken a bunch of side trips when I was in Asia. So I've been around Asia quite a bit. Number 22 is that I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 5 minutes. Number 23 is when my room is disorganized, I feel like my mind is disorganized. So I really don't like clutter and messes. Number 24 is that I get cold really easily, and I like to keep my room as warm as possible. Number 25 is that I love hot tubs, saunas, and steam rooms. I just love kind of warm weather type of stuff. Number 26 is that I grew up in the country, and one of the things that we used to like to do when I was younger is running down cornfields, and that was just a lot of fun. I would go like this and run as fast as I could and let the leaves from the cornfields kind of just go out of their way, and that was something we would do when we were younger. Number 27 is that one time I was riding my bike and there was a big ditch on the side of the road. And this was before helmet laws. Believe it or not, I rode a bike before they even had a law that you had to use a helmet. And I fell in the ditch and my head started bleeding. But luckily my friends were with me and they got me out of the ditch, and we walked about half a mile back to our house where we live. Number 28 is that I don't like reading offline. I know I'm pretty spoiled being able to read like on an iPad and computer and stuff, but I don't really like the paper feel of books. I'd much prefer to read online because I can change the font size on there, I can change the background color, the pages on iBooks, for example, and I don't really like reading paper material. Unless it's like a sheet of paper, I can do it, but I don't like the whole book idea. Number 29 is that I drive a white car. Number 30 is that I have been both indoor and outdoor skydiving in Arizona. So maybe I'll tell you a little bit about that later. There's actually a YouTube video of me somewhere up on the internet if you want to try to find it, and it's me skydiving when I jump out of a plane. Number 31 is that I've taken college classes from 4 universities before. I've taken it from Arizona, Buffalo, TC3, and Gallaudet University. Number 32 is that I taught kindergarten for 2 weeks one summer, and I had 17 kids in the class, and that was my first teaching experience. Okay, number 33 is that I used to volunteer at a gym, take care of little kids while their parents are working out. Number 34 is that my favorite festival is the Woodstock Fruit Festival, because it's a week where you can eat fruit all week and meet other people that like to eat fruit and do fun activities with them. Number 35 is that I worked in the pharmaceutical research industry for a little over a year, and that was when I lived in Florida. Number 36 is that I always clip my fingernails really and toenails short because I'm afraid of stabbing them, and I'm afraid of stabbing people. So that's why I always keep my fingernails really short and clipped. I'm also afraid of stubbing them, like walking into something. If I walk into a wall or something, I don't want a toenail that hurts. Number 37 is that I love water slides and amusement parks, especially Disney parks. Who doesn't? It's just so much fun. So that's one of my favorite things to do whenever I go to an amusement park, is go on the water slides. Number 38 is that I love listening to soft piano music. Number 39, okay, are we on 39 already? Wow, that's like really fast. Is that if I don't straighten my hair, it gets super wavy, and when it gets wavy, it looks messy, like I don't even brush my hair. So I do straighten my hair a lot, and I use them, I have like 3 different types of hair straighteners to get different looks on different days. Number 40 is that I love snorkeling. That's one of my favorite activities to do, and my favorite place I've been snorkeling so far is actually in the Florida Keys. It's on Key Largo. It's called John Penny Camp. Number 41 is that scary movies really scare me a lot, and that's why I don't watch them. I stick to TV shows and things that are funny. I don't think there's really a point of watching TV shows if they don't entertain me and make me laugh a lot, so try to stay away from the scary ones. Number 42 is that I prefer actually eating raw foods, but I'm actually vegan now. I was vegetarian since birth, and I've never eaten any meat products. I feel best when I'm eating raw foods, but practically it doesn't happen as much as I would like to, so I just consider myself vegan at this point in my life. 43 is that I have driven across the country 2 times, twice, and up and down from New York to Florida and back and forth. So I drive a lot. I've put in so many miles on my car, and I really love driving. It doesn't bother me, it's just really a lot of fun. So number 44 is that I'm actually a much better writer than I am a speaker. Words flow out of me pretty easily when I'm writing, and it just seems it's a lot more natural than when I'm speaking to people in person. It's probably due, I'm guessing, to all the years that I was in school and handing in papers for school. I just had gotten really good at it. So I can also write a paper completely with my eyes closed and just about anything, and I can totally BS it. And yeah, there was a year in school where I didn't have to read the book. I would just kind of be sitting on the computer like this, and it's so late at night, and by the end of the paper, I'd just kind of doze off, keep writing the paper, wake up and be like, oh, what do you know? I wrote a pretty good paper. So yeah, I can write with my eyes closed, complete assignments and then turn them in the next day. But I would not recommend that, because sometimes when you turn them in, you find a lot of mistakes that you wrote when you were half asleep. So number 45 is that I taught a yoga and meditation class at a homeless shelter place before. It wasn't the yoga class that you know, it was a class about yoga. So it was actually on a board every day, and there was a lot of students in the room, and I was teaching people about the history of yoga. Number 46 is that I volunteer at a nursing home and sing to the older residents. Most of them have a hearing loss, thank God, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be singing to them, because yeah, let's stop there. Number 47 is that I like to sing in the car while I'm driving. It's just something I do to pass by the time. Number 48 is that I don't really like that much music that has words in it. And it's mainly because I don't want to hear about other people's problems in life put into a song. So number 49 is that the hardest thing for me when I became vegan was actually giving up pizza. And that's because I was actually addicted to the cheese in the pizza. And it was my last food to give up before I became vegan. I think that most people wanting to become vegan would do it, but they're actually addicted to specific foods and sauces which are non-vegan. What I learned later on is I substituted those things which I really liked for new foods that I really liked that are vegan, and it kind of replaced it. And then after a while, I didn't have any craving to even eat those foods. Number 50 is that I have a teddy bear, and I put him on my bed. He's really cute. I like to decorate my bed with a teddy bear. He's just like a little one, but he's so adorable. So maybe I will show you sometime my teddy bear. See you later. Hope you enjoyed the 50 things about me. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment below. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you want to see me again. Bye.